I would say my father is one person who has always supported me in everything, even when so much was going on in my family, and taking a decision to quit job and focus in one thing for 3 months. He told me that, okay, take a step back. I understand you're too young to do so much and not get anything in return. So just focus on your studies. And if you think this is genuine, if you think you are going to make it big, make something out of it, do it. And that was my motive. I enrolled myself so that I can, get a better opportunity and get to do something I really like. Hi, I'm Anisha Das Gupta from MLP 25. I got placed in PGD as a trainee analyst. I was born and brought up in Jamshedpur. So I wanted to do something in product designing. So I joined FDDI, Footwear Design and Development Institute of India. It's a central government college, and I was pursuing footwear production, specializing in marketing and merchandising. So I was already into marketing and merchandising. Then I took up visual merchandising as my, first job, and I was working in home center. I wanted to do something in digital marketing because my college was also not offering something new and was all very traditional and conventional marketing. I really like how people ideate, how people come up with new, be it creatives or be it the analysis part of it. Because there's so much data available. We get to know what's happening, right? Real time, we get the results in digital marketing. Whereas in traditional marketing, it's very different. So I was really intrigued towards learning more, although there was some concept clear to me, but I wanted to get deep into it. What specific, I would say, the results, people getting placed, the percentage, it was very transparent, right? If one batch was placed, only 92% of the batch was placed, that is also there in the report. If 98% is placed, that is also there in the report. Nobody, even a soap company, claims 99.9%, right? But here I actually found that transparency, that this is the report, this is how we are doing, right? Also the companies that that come in for the placements were also mentioned. And I've also been a part of some of these initial live sessions that Varun sir and Eshu sir has done, and I've actually found it very interesting because the way they've conveyed their message and also given their background in the industry. You can see that somebody is starting something and they are very, very passionate about it, and they also have that kind of experience. So that really matters. As a buyer, I would not go for something which is where I don't find experience, where I don't find a history, right? In Craftshala, the founder himself has a history in this field, and that's how he knows how to actually groom students. He knows the market, what to include in the syllabus, what is changing in the market, how to evolve. So that is what I really like, because in other online platforms, they just start, right? There's no history to it. Let's be very transparent. Who is the founder and what has he done, right? It is very important. It is started by a group of people who have that experience and are passionate about it. So this is also a very major reason, I would say, I have, enrolled myself in Craftshala. So week one was it was basic. It was just introduction to marketing and getting us a bit accustomed to the environment of marketing. And it actually started with Facebook module. So these modules were structured in a way that it was broken down for somebody who is completely new to the digital marketing arena. There were people who were already from digital marketing background, of course, but then people like us who are completely new and we don't know even the terminologies that are used within digital marketing. So that's how the modules were structured. We were taught each and everything. It was broken down into each term, and we had sessions and the assignments were related to it. So every day was a new challenge. So if day one mentors are teaching us something, the assignments would be related to the class that we had in the morning, but the assignment will be very challenging at the same time. It will be also something based out of what we have actually learned. So it's a very interactive assignment which has helped us in the actual tests in subjective and interviews, right? Subjective test is great because in subjective test you will actually get to tackle a situation and make an entire strategy for a brand, right? So this is something people cannot actually teach you, right? They can only guide you, right? But that's why I'm calling these subjective tests very interactive, because you are also, those were brain exercises, right? So the subjective tests were really good. What we taught, we know the terminologies, we know everything that's within the Facebook module or the search module, everything is taught. And then the subjective tests are a real challenge where we are implementing a strategy, full funnel strategy, right? And then comes interview. Interview used to be very challenging for all of us because we used to be very tense that who is going to be our, interviewer, and how, how will the interaction go, everything. But to be very honest, since I'm like big time speaker, I used to enjoy my interview sessions. Of course, I used to get myself prepared like entire night before the interview. I used to stay awake, to be very honest. I'm a nerd. I used to study a lot and then appear for the interviews. But I love these interview sessions because the mentors who used to interview us, they were also not known to us, right? So for the module, there are certain mentors who are teaching us, and for interview, it would be a challenge because we don't know that face. We would get to know only on the day of interview. But it was actually very, I think it's a very thought after, structure, that you should be able to face any kind of circumstance and any kind of questions related to what you are learning. So that was amazing. Actual interviews were comparatively easier, maybe because we faced, or maybe we were prepared enough for it. Maybe that's why actual interviews were easier for us. Also, we had group assignments and group presentations. They were also, again, they had their own perks because we are working with, we work with our teams for normal assignments also. But when you have to give you have to give a result, when you have to give an output, that is when you realize that, teamwork, how it actually happens, how it actually works, right? You'll have to give a presentation, we all have to work together. So I really like this concept of interview and live group presentation. I think this is what actually made us stronger out of everything else. So this was like, from Facebook we came to e-commerce, where we were introduced to keyword targeting. So from e-commerce onwards, search was also mostly based on keyword targeting. So this was the transformation on paid media, right? So Facebook, e-commerce, and search is all these comes under an umbrella of paid media. So yeah, it was just not learning. It was just not learning in terms of, just reports and numbers, but also, building your problem solving skills. Problem solving skills were also taught us in every module, in every assignment, every class. All these situational practices that we did had so much of problem solving. So that actually made our brains to exercise as digital marketers. The last module was SEO. So SEO is more of an organic environment. We are not actually involving any, finance, but we want to develop a brand presence through organic, push. So SEO was also, again, it was very different. That was our last module. But what we learned throughout was a lot, where we are doing bid strategy, we are involving investments, everything, right? We are putting in a capital and we want results out of it. But SEO is a very slow, it's a turtle running against a rabbit, but also winning in the end. It's all very theoretical, but also very technical. Technical aspects are there. So I really love till the end of all these modules. The selection of mentors is amazing in Craftshalla. They are incredibly talented. They've been in the industry for years, and just knowing something is not enough. You should also know how to teach, how to be a good teacher. All these mentors are good. Recently, we had a session with Megashri, and I told her that I could see their expressions, that they would, if they actually made us understand a topic, they would, their face would light up that yeah, I actually could teach students, impart my knowledge. So that is what is, I would say, a student really needs from a good mentor. Actually, my father is also a teacher, and like he teaches students for free, like people who cannot afford education. So he's a very passionate teacher. So I understand that what it actually takes for a passionate teacher, how it would be for a passionate teacher. The mentors were amazing. I really liked how they guided us. I have been associated with other online platforms also to, I keep getting certificates, I keep learning new things. But the difference that I saw in Craftshala was, I cannot compare Craftshala with any other online education platform, to be very honest. Every day was hectic, but every day was very challenging, and I love challenges. I love, how they taught us, and then there was also a suspense in the assignments that you should also discover on your own. It's not just spoon feeding every time. They actually were very intellectual, not just for the sake of assignment ki, we've taught you something and now you just have to write down whatever we have taught you. They were actually, the assignments were interactive, and that is what kept us interested throughout the day, even if it was a 10 hours long schedule. What I really found unique about Craftshala is the human skills sessions. So what I really loved about the human skills part is they nurtured us. They taught us that how you should actually be as a human being. It does not matter what work you're doing. It wasn't even related to digital marketing. It was just your personality development, developing how you should actually face the world. And that is so important. So big institutions forget about it. Big institutions take it very lightly. But here it was actually given importance, and I would really say a lot of my classmates, we had groups, right? We had teams, and I have seen improvement with me as well as my teammates as well as my batchmates. So that was amazing, that that part of actually not just teaching the functional part but also grooming a student, that was really something very unique that I got in Craftshala, and that was amazing. Interviews were something that has actually prepared me for the market, because you are real time sitting in front of a person answering questions about everything that you've learned, and you have to be confident. This is where human skills also plays an important part, right? Your conversational skills, and how you are, how much you are willing to learn, as well as tell the other person that what you've learned. I mean, some of us, 6 to 7 students of us, got pre-placed. We got placed even before our entire course got completed. So yeah, and that was like that was sudden. We did not actually had the regular preparations were obviously going on, but at the moment we just started with programmatic module, and on the day of the programmatic module, I actually gave my interview for PGT. So that was already ongoing. Course was already ongoing, and on the end day, actually when it is all closing, when we are having a farewell, was the day I got a call from PGT that you've been placed, you are into PGT now, and congratulations and all of that. So it was amazing, at least for that you have a plan, right? That okay, our course will get completed. After a week or so, we will get into the placement pool, and then we will face so many interviews. and then that is how it works, right? It is a very rigorous process. But getting placed even before getting into the placement pool was also a big relief. So this is what happened with some of us. So yeah, we did not actually get into the process of placement pool. Okay, first, if I would suggest somebody who wants to get into digital marketing, would be that you should do your own research first. What is digital marketing? You should know if you really want to do it, right? It should be your calling. Anything that you want to pursue should be your own calling. It shouldn't be influential. It shouldn't be influenced by others. That just because somebody is doing it, it doesn't mean that it is great for you also. So you should, as a person, also know that what is your calling, and if you are fit for it, if you have that kind of acumen, or if you have that kind of that kind of will to do or take it up, because it's also a career transformation, right? You're already working in a certain sector, and then you're completely changing your sector to something very new and very different. So it should be your calling. So this is something I would suggest anybody who want to take up anything new. Everyone, before investing, and you should always be a bit of business minded, you should always think wisely where you are investing your money. And in a world like today's, if you are investing and not getting anything in return, you're just wasting your money, your hard earned money, right? You should know that where you're investing. As I already mentioned, I did my thorough research about Craftshala, and I knew that I wanted to invest my hard-earned money here. And I actually got the results. My return on investment is great. I got into PGD. PGD is an esteemed, one of the best agencies in the world, right? And nobody can actually tell me otherwise. And this was only possible through Craftshala. Or I would say it was a mix of everything, right? Craftshala, the way they taught us, the way they groomed us, everything, and then the placements they get for us, right? These esteemed agencies or these big companies that are coming in, they are also coming in because they are getting quality people from Craftshala. So it's not just the first year that Craftshala has come in, right? It's been years now. I think it's been four plus years that Craftshala is educating students. So these big agencies, these big companies are coming in, that there has to be some reason, right? They're getting quality from us, and that is possible because Craftshala is giving us quality education. So this is one thing that was also part of my research, that why would a company invest again and again and take people from Craftshala? Why would they? Because they are getting that quality. So that was one of the part of my research. Out of my experience, after completing my course, after landing a job in PGD, I would say that it was my best hard-earned investment that I did. I can vouch for it. I can always talk about it. I've actually recently, a couple of students have also reached out to me, and they've also asked, and I really like it because I was also in their side. There was a time when I used to reach out to my seniors. For you to develop a skill, you have to leave everything else. You have to be focused. Otherwise, even if it is Craftshala is teaching you so well, even if they have great mentors, it will not work out if you are not focusing yourself. So this was something I really kept it in my mind for the entire 3.5 months, that I have to stay focused, and I have to, if there is so much of contribution from the other side, I should also give equally, right? Give equal contribution and make it happen. Because at the end of the day, they are also taking, they also want us to land a good job, and we also want that we should be in a good position in life. So it's a two-way bridge. It's a two-way channel. You have to stay focused. This is also what I learned throughout my since school days, because I have also been in a phase where I was out of focus, and that was a very bad phase of my life. So I know staying focused is very important. It is the most important thing in doing anything in your life, anything at all.